What does in-hand work have to do with trailer loading? In-hand work is not just the process of teaching the horse how to move their body in different postures and strengthening and toning their body, but it's the process of teaching them from the ground all of the elements necessary for their well-being in life with us. Behind me I have a sign that says calm, forward, and straight, because that is the necessary mantra for a horse to succeed in life and in riding and in the trailer. What we teach them in in-hand work is how to relate to our body balance, how to get calm and focused, how to think and move straight and forward, and how to do that in a good, calm frame of mind. So I'm going to show you in hand some of the things that are necessary for a horse to understand as the most basic elements of their life. And then I'm going to take that to the trailer and show you how those relate to create a calm and pleasant trailer loading experience. And with me I have my young stallion. He's 2. He's quite green, although he's calm because he's been trained since he was a yearling in these elements. But trailer loading is something he doesn't have a ton of practice at. And so my hope in this video is to prepare him with the elements of in-hand and take that to the trailer to help him connect those two concepts more easily. So the first element that a horse learns in hand is how to respond to the drive aid by going forward calmly in a straight or aligned manner. When we ask the horse for forward, we're not looking for steps that have no gymnastic value. So the goal here is not just to get them to skitter forward or not think about their feet and the way they're moving forward, but to move forward calmly and in balance. When I bring in the whip, I want him to follow the direction of travel that his spine is on. So I don't want him to shoulder into me to begin moving, because if the trailer were in front of me and I were asking him to go forward, he would come in this way, and that would be dangerous to me, but he also would not go in the trailer. And what a lot of horses do to evade the trailer is swing around side to side. So one of the most important fundamentals we can teach the horse is when I ask you to go forward, first, there has to be a frame of reference. I'm here, so you have to go parallel to me. So if I'm here, you can't come into me. If I move away from him, then that frame of reference gets unclear, and he's going to not know where straight is because there's no frame of reference that's clear. So here would be the space I'm asking him to go into. So get ready, and then go. So we move on 2 parallel lines. That's one of the most important fundamentals. One of the other basic tenets of in-hand work is to teach the horse a half halt or a full halt with either the whip or the line. And that's going to obviously come in handy in the trailer. So if this is forward, one way to ask for the halt is to place the whip on the chest and the horse stops. Another way to ask the horse to halt, obviously, is to half halt or full halt on the line. It would again be from here to here. And then to back, I could do that one of 2 ways as well. I could tap his chest gently for a backup step, which comes in handy when we're going out of the trailer, or I can pulse on the cavesson line. Again, I want all of these steps to be purposeful, to be calm, and even backing up to be forward in nature, because what I don't want him to do is to start running backward and I can't get him forward again. So one thing that's very important for preparing for trailer loading is that after a backup step, the horse can go forward again. So after a backup step, there's an immediate availability for forward. So we can stop, back, and then there's a forward feel on the line so that when I get into the trailer, I know my horse isn't going to start running backward. So let's take these elements to the trailer. So when I head to this trailer, straightness starts before I even think about getting in. Just like riding, I want the horse to be thinking straight well before the trailer. And that's where most things go wrong in trailer loading, is the horse is not straight and they're not thinking forward. So as I approach this trailer, I'm thinking 100% about straightening him out as if I were riding him, shoulders in front of hips. So I want him focused and attentive. So right here I'm imagining that I'm just leading him forward through a walk-trot transition or a walk-canter transition or anything he might do in his life. I'm really paying attention to the forward feel on the line, that he's not sucking back, because that will turn into a pullback eventually. There we go. So I'm just looking for one step with control and end on a forward feel, so that when he takes that foot out, he's not pulling back even in small ways, but he's forward in his mind and forward in his body. Here's one foot. And now can I get two and pause? Good, I'm really happy with that. So he brought his foot backward but then forward again, so he didn't pull backward. I'm gonna let him out, so I just gently ask for a backup step. I love that when they have control over their legs like that, but I always ask them to end on a forward feeling, so I don't want them to end where they're pulling back even in place. And then let him get calm and let him get still again. So what you don't want when you're trailer loading is just legs flying around. It's very important that the horse is thinking forward, that they're not thinking sideways and they're not thinking backward, but it's also very important you don't rush the horse forward. So now I'm going to see if I can bring the whole horse in. One foot. It's okay if he takes his foot back, just keep thinking forward. One foot. Good boy, nice and slow. And 2 foot. And then come on up. Maybe I'll get 3 feet and back out. So I have to be careful here. If I drive too much, I'll cause him to pull back. If he comes back out, we'll just do it again. So all of this is just like in handwork. It's just doing a little dance. I have to not care. It's just the trailer is here. Good boy. Good boy. And let's see if he can back out. Good. Very good. Nice and controlled. Very good. And then I'm going to bring him forward just an inch and let him relax. This is how you build confidence in your aids and the trailer and you. And then I'm just going to finish off by bringing 1 step in and 1 step out and call it a good day. Because I want to end him feeling very successful. 1 foot, take it back out, end on a forward feeling. And this is important. When I leave the trailer, what happens for a lot of people is they leave the trailer and the horse's mind is away from the trailer already. I back him straight, move his shoulders over, and we walk off together nice and straight. So the whole exercise is really an exercise in being together, being straight, and thinking forward. These are elements that you want to have well in place before you need to go somewhere in the trailer. So you practice the in-hand elements and make sure that those are comfortable and familiar for the horse in a setting that they are not overly concerned about, at home, in your arena, wherever you normally work. And then you take those same elements to another place that is going to add a little bit more stress, like maybe a new arena or outside the arena. And then you add those things to the trailer on a day where you don't have to go anywhere. But you don't want to take all of this to the trailer when you have to go to a show or the vet or there's an emergency. So you make sure that the horse understands these elements and you practice them as part of their daily diet, and then you add them then they're there for you when you need them in an emergency.